Hi everyone, welcome to Haus Gables. I'm Christy with the Above the Line Properties team at Harry Norman, and we have a really special treat for you today. Jennifer Bonner, architect and owner of Haus Gables, which we are inside right now, is calling in to give us a little virtual tour of the home. She is currently in Portland. She built this place to be her family home, but careers took them outside of Atlanta, so it is now on the market for $1.2 million, and we are really excited to give you a tour. Hope you enjoy it.
Hi everyone, welcome to Haus Gables. We're standing outside the home right now, and you can see that the front facade is all made out of stucco and looks like white brick. But as we get closer to the house, you'll see that there is a texture in the outer layer of the stucco, which is a kind of glass bead. And that glass bead, when you shine light on it, or if the sun is hitting directly, kind of has a reflective material. And so this is one of the unique features of the exterior of the home. And, we're sitting in Old Fourth Ward in a very kind of urban neighborhood. And if you walk down the driveway, you see the vegetation in the front yard. It's really been designed to not need a lot of water, so there are no sprinklers needed. And if you walk down the driveway, you enter into the garage. And the idea for the garage is that it's a kind of glossy white. It doesn't feel like a garage. The walls, floors, and ceiling are glossy and shiny. And then you have all of these storage cabinets that have been powder coated a glossy white on the right. So there's an ample amount of storage. There's no garage door in the garage. We were really trying to think about this space as also like maybe a gallery, and you could hang art or something on one of the walls, and then it's just open and airy. There is the possibility to add a garage door if a future homeowner would like so. Also, there's a mechanical room there to the right with the hot water heater and things. And if you'll just enter in through the front door, and you enter into the mud room, and here you can sit down, change your shoes, hang up coats or other items, and you see a George Nelson bench there. That's from with Design Within Reach. And then the tile work is actually a ceramic tile. It looks like a kind of oriented strand board, OSB board, but it's actually tile fabricated in Spain. And then in the laundry room, there's a really long row of pull-out drawers and cabinets above with a washer and dryer. You're now leaving the kind of basement mudroom, and you're entering into the home, which is, this is a curved stair, and the home is made out of cross-laminated timber panels. There's 87 in total, and they are manufactured in Austria, and were shipped over to the Port of Savannah and installed in 14 days' time. So all the panels that you see are exposed. They're solid timber. The exterior walls are 4 inches thick. The floor is about 11 inches thick, and the roof is 9 inches thick. Right now we're standing in the kitchen. So we have a kitchen island, and that's made out of a terrazzo slab. It's a large one piece of slab. And then the terrazzo tile on the floor are kind of 20-inch by 20-inch tiles that are a smaller grain. And so that's kind of a black terrazzo. The kitchen, we were trying to really make the kitchen not look like a kitchen. So all the appliances are under counter. You see nothing kind of above counter. And there's the under counter refrigerator. And so we have 4 of those, and then 2 freezers on the very end. Now, if we walk over and look at the island and pull out some of the drawers there, maybe the middle drawer, all of these have automatic lights that switch on as the drawers are pulled out. So it's just very efficient in terms of all the storage. And if you look back towards the front of the house, you'll see a yellow room. It's really bright and airy. There's a lot of natural light. And this is the dining room. And so the difference in materials go from black terrazzo to yellow vinyl. And the vinyl kind of looks like a marble-y color. And this is kind of wainscoting that you'll see in each of the rooms that's kind of covering part of the cross-laminated timber wall. And so there's a table there that seats 6 or 8. And then just behind you, if you keep walking towards the front of the house, this is one of the bedrooms. If you turn on the light there, you can see the fluorescent tube. And there's a little sitting area there. And then we have the adjoining bathroom. And then, you know, really all of these cupboards open up. They're very well organized, and I think it's kind of more interesting than having a walk-in closet. If you total up all the drawers, hanger space, and different compartments, I think it would total the same size as a walk-in closet. It's just organized differently and I think more cleanly. And so in this room, you have 2 double sinks, you have a mirror, and you have 2 different types of tile. So the tile in this room is kind of a gray with a white marble cartoon drawing. And then you also have pink in the shower area with a pink marble veining. And so these tiles are coming from Italy, and they're really unique because they're kind of graphic and very pop and very colorful. And you'll see when we go upstairs, we use the same 2 tiles, we just reverse their order. We put pink on the bottom and gray on the top. And a little toilet room there. And so now we're walking back up to the second level of the house. And just to talk about the CLT, the cross-laminated timber walls for a minute, they're very solid. They have a 1-hour fire rating, which was required from the city of Atlanta. And so it's a very solid house. It's, you know, one of a handful of houses built like this in the US. And it really is quite sustainable in the thermally sound. And so normally we have kind of wood frame or stick frame construction, and it's more leaky and airy, and this is a very solid house. So if we head up the stairs, the tile here, the treads, starts to change from the black terrazzo to a gray terrazzo tile. And this is also the tile in the landing of the floor there. And if you just spin around, you see one of the bedrooms to the left. And so this is the second bedroom in the home. And in this room, you really you get to experience the roof, which is this kind of gable ceiling above. So all of the ceilings above are kind of vaulted, and you really get to enjoy the geometry and the height in cathedral ceilings. Upstairs, we're using ductless mini splits. There's 2 of them. And so that can be controlled with a remote. And we have 6 wardrobes built in here, very similar to the wardrobes in the downstairs. Okay, so if you turn left when you go out, you'll see the second bathroom and see what I was talking about with the 2 different tiles and how we've reversed the order. And this is a shower and a floating mirror that's lit from behind with 1 window. So again, like very good natural light. And then this is one of my favorite views of the house. It's kind of a long view towards the living room. And this is where the double height space is, just to the left over the dining room. So you can imagine living in this house. There would be people in the kitchen and the dining room and the living room. And because they're kind of all connected and it's very lofty, you can kind of talk and talk across different levels. And so from the living room, yes, you can look back into the kitchen and talk to somebody downstairs quite easily. Again, this home is very narrow. It's 18 feet wide, 17 and a half feet wide on the interior. This is a very small lot on the Beltline in Old Fourth Ward neighborhood. And here the material switches from the gray terrazzo to a kind of blue vinyl in the living room. And this living room also has a kind of dramatic ceiling as well. And it adjoins the exterior living space. So if you open up all the patio doors, you see kind of a direct sight line across the entire length of the house. And so this is north facing, so you don't get harsh sunlight or anything. And yeah, you get kind of a view to the street. Several people have asked, about hanging art on the walls and the furnishings of the house. Again, the walls are solid, and so you can kind of install any artwork anywhere on any surface, and you don't have to look for a stud. All the walls can self-support any kind of weight of painting or artwork, framed or unframed. So the doorway here in the kitchen, I like to call the belt line doorway. So basically, when you exit this door, you kind of can pop out onto the public access point for the belt line, which is just behind this warehouse behind the house. So that's, our quick route to the belt line. All of the furnishings in the house have been hand selected. I really specified a lot of female furniture designers, both because of like contemporary works, maybe in Italy or in Europe, mixed in with things like the beds, which are coming from Detroit, which are like flat packed from a brand called Floyd. I really enjoy living in the house because the way the light works. And so at different times of the day, light is really just streaming in all of the windows. And even though it's a small square footage, it really feels like a very volumetric space because of the double height spaces and the roof geometry above. You just saw the picture window at the front of the house, and that way you can kind of see everything happening on the sidewalk and the street beyond. And so I just wanted to say thank you for touring Haus Gables today virtually. If you have any further questions, please reach out to Kara Warren and Carol Cahill at Above the Line Properties, both with Harry Norman. Thank you so much and have a good day.